I'm Alan, also known as McLaren 2009, and today I'm back playing Stormworks Build and Rescue. I'm going to be attempting to work on my steamship, but it's probably not going to work out. Alright, now, supposedly, the recent space update broke a lot of things that have to do with steam. And basically anything that uses fluids. But also, supposedly, those things have been fixed. So, we're going to see if that's true. Alright. Large vehicle. That should surprise no one. Let's go. Decks. Something's down here. Okay. Now, the thing that I was dealing with before... What is wrong with this picture? Okay, the lights are still flipped, but that's to be expected. Alright, now, what I was dealing with before was the fact that I've got everything piped up and connected, but it doesn't work. So, let's go air intake, air. Okay, you cannot be next to a firebox. That's lit. Alright, so I need fire protection down here. Because if you're next to the firebox, it kills you. Alright, I can see that being a problem. Okay, so they're both at just regular temperature. That's a problem. Well, I mean, we got lots of problems, but that's one of them. Okay. So, we gotta go down here to the bottom deck, and we gotta take a look at the connections between the firebox and the boiler. So they're connected, sort of, or they are connected. What does this do again? It's been so long since I played this game last, I don't even remember how this stuff works. Okay, so as long as the temperature is below 110, the valves stay open. Do I even have an electrical grid? Yeah, it's right here. That would be a little bit bizarre if I didn't. Alright, so looking at what we've got, I've changed nothing, so we're still going to have a bit of a problem. If there's one anywhere, it should be this deck. No, we have no. Okay, so back to the drawing board. Alright, the thing is, if you're next to the firebox, apparently you get injured. So, don't be next to the firebox without protection. Oh, I do have a med bay. It's right here. I'm just an idiot. I looked right at it and didn't even see it. Alright, not important. I mean, it is important, but you get the idea. Alright, so we're down here. At the moment, okay, we gotta go into here. I'll do it the other way. Anyway, the last thing we need is spam bots. Alright, so let's... I should not have spawned that back yet. I should have put fire protection down there. But it's... Alright, so go down here. It's right there. Oh, the cross. Across the hall to go to the supply closet, because that should be where the fire turnouts are. Although clearly I'm going to have to put the fire turnouts into the engine room, especially if the furnace kills you. Okay. So we go across the hall and firefighting element. Alright, so now in theory, we should be set. There shouldn't be anything on fire down here anymore. Alright, so air intake, air intake, air, fire, 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 and fire. Alright, so everything's lit. Yes, I do. Oh well. How is it getting colder? What the hell kind of sense does that make? Are like dead. Alright, so we got other problems. But the thing is, I don't know what those problems are. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to erase these and erase those. It should be this color. But truthfully, it might not be. Okay. Exact same thing. Okay, so we got those connected to electricity, but that being said, they're not turned on yet. But fear not, for we have a solution. Yeah, that's way too far away. Okay. So, let's save that and see if it makes a damn bit of difference. Probably not, but it's a nice thought. Go in here, so we have to lay back into the metal bed. Never on 4, always on 3. I say that like it makes a damn bit of difference. Alright. Back into hell. Now this is also the other part that I need to work on, because I can get the fireboxes lit, but the problem is that there's no, like, engine room, or there's no control panel. So you have to go in here and do all of this by hand. Boiler is getting colder. The firebox is a raging inferno, but the boiler is freezing. It's okay. I don't understand. I have no idea what's going on. Or why. Okay, let's see. Did anything change with fluids? I mean, yes, a lot of things change with fluids, but... Alright. So, what if, hypothetically, the ports were broke? Or what if the valves were broke? I have seen that happen before. Alright. No, not that. Well, yes and no. Alright, so, close that. We still got mirror on, or we still got symmetry on. It wouldn't be something stupid, like not having electricity, because we wouldn't be able to fire the engines. Right? We'll worry about that in a second. Okay. So, hypothetically... No, because if the valves didn't work, it wouldn't light. so then the next question is, how about these? Alright, so boilers are connected. But they're not getting hotter. Okay, that's not it. Do they not have water? No, because if they didn't have water, they'd explode. Alright, so the options are... Alright, I have no idea what's going on. Before, the last time that I worked on it, the boilers wouldn't even light, or the fireboxes wouldn't even light. So I was messing with things, trying to get air into the firebox so that I could have fire. But now the heat isn't going from the firebox to the boiler. In fact, the boiler is getting cold even though it's next to a lit firebox. And the pipe's even connected. So is the boiler broke? It's probably the next question I have to ask. Alright. So, what do we got? And the background music like died or something. But it's whatever. Alright. So, why won't the firebox light? Alright, well, for starters, that needs to change. Now, what I mean is, if they're both going the same direction, the coolant's not going to flow. So, we got to change some things up a little bit. Alright. Okay. If that fixes it, that is the very definition of a skill issue. Okay, so now we have coolant flowing in both directions. Potentially. It's probably gonna backfire, but... Sweet. Okay. We're healed again. Alright, so go back down to the ground floor. And let's fire it up again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Firebox is 230. And boiler is cold. So why is it not, like, a thing? Why is it not doing the thing? Alright. Alright, if it's not doing the thing, something is causing it to not do the thing. Right? Alright, so what is connected to these? Okay, those are connected to electricity. Are they turned on? I mean, it doesn't matter. The reason it doesn't matter is because the boiler's not getting hot, so it's not generating steam in the first place. So getting the steam out's irrelevant. We don't have steam. Alright, so hypothetically, if we delete the boiler, alright, boiler's dead. Weapon. Alright, that's water in. Okay, so we gotta spin it around. Alright. I didn't have to do that. I could have just did that. Alright. Pressure. Okay. boiler is reconnected. It's gonna sound stupid, but I have seen this happen before. And it's kind of funny because I have like the controls messed up because I got back into playing Middle-earth, Shadow of War, and that's a problem because you use the space bar to sprint and jump and all that fun stuff. So I'm currently used to shift being like stealth toggle. That's gonna mess me up for a while. Alright, so. Matter of fact, let's not even bother lighting up everything. Alright, that fire's lit. And the boiler's freezing. See, the temperature is going down faster. How is it cooling off? It has electricity, but it has no fluid. Why does it have no fluid? I don't know. None of this makes sense. Anyway, okay. Now that we're done with that. Alright. So we replaced the boilers. But there's no fluid coming out of the firebox. Or there's no heat coming out of the firebox. So, what is the problem? I'm kinda stumped because I don't know. Like, in theory, firebox is hot. we've got fire, and we've got water, we should be able to make steam. But somehow, the boiler is cold. So we have heat, but it's not going to the boiler. So what is the problem? Why are we here? I mean, the good news is that at least I made it look better than I did last time, or than it was the first time. Like, even little things like putting these pipes in as like pedestals to kind of make it more aesthetically pleasing, that seemed like a very good idea. In fact, let's put some more decorations. No, it doesn't have to be an indicator, just a sign. Might as well make it look better, you know? This is without a doubt the most unnecessary addition I can make, but... And it's doing nothing to address the problem of not being able to transfer heat from the firebox to the boiler, but it gives me something to work on. Alright, so... if we go left to right, front to back... 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, I like that. That works. Another option that I could do is I could make those glow like these. Actually, those don't glow. Never mind. Do they? No, they don't. Hello, welcome to the stream. Haven't streamed for a little while, though. Yes, I'm working on my steamship, but right now it's not working. It doesn't like Steam. Yes, I do. currently my steamship doesn't want to steam. I have heat, but no steam. It's connected, but the boiler gets cold. At least it's an improvement over the last time that I streamed exactly a month ago. Because back then, I couldn't even light the firebox. But now I can light the firebox, it just doesn't produce steam. Oh, and if steam's broken at the moment anyway, it's not going to work regardless. So, I guess putting these cosmetic changes in is probably the only thing I'm going to accomplish this stream. Oh well, such is life. Alright, so we gotta go right here. You started making big ships now? I've made big ships, but I also haven't played for a little while, so I'm a little out of practice. Building replicas of IRL ships, the RMS Mauritania. Not only is it on the front page, YouTubers are playing with it. So, you've clearly made progress. Pretty sure I've seen a video on YouTube of somebody sinking it. So I guess some parts of the community never change. Sinking ship challenges are just part of the Stormworks community now. Alright. Well, the thing that I should work on, since apparently I'm the guy on the workshop that can drop things out of the sky, the thing I need to work on is I need to drop things from orbit, because I have the space DLC. So I need to make things that can survive re-entry into the atmosphere. Dropping them out of the back of a cargo plane just isn't doing it anymore. We gotta go deeper. So we have to make shipping containers that can get from the moon into the atmosphere and onto solid ground. Because I don't do enough bizarre things. But you look at stuff like this. Actually, let's go back a little ways. Haven't worked on one of these for a while. You look at this. Alright, we'll put a hold on working on the ship for a little while. Oh my god. Nope, we're not going there. Alright. So, back in here. Go over here, and let's grab this thing. I had to put on the fire suit because my firebox was lighting me on fire. And that was a bit of a problem. Oh. Alright, that's gonna have to be changed. Oh, I gotta change this. That doesn't work. Alright, new goal. But, thing is, I've built lots of these things. You see these nice little parachutes? This is a shipping container that you can drop out of the back of an airplane. And it will parachute safely down to the ground. Pretty cool. Well, I've had people give me requests on the workshop specifically to make things to drop out of the sky. So, on request, I made this. It's a bigger shipping container with parachutes to drop out of the sky. And this thing is special because this is a medical facility. I was requested to make a hospital you could drop out of a plane. So I did just that. So, if I'm the guy that can make things fall from the sky, I need to step my game up and make things fall from orbit next. But that could be a thing for another day. For now, we need to figure out why this isn't doing the thing. Alright, we have a radar controller. Okay. Wait, no. That's supposed to... Oh, I know what the problem is. Oh, alright, it was good talking to you again. Good luck with your creations. Oh boy, I know what the fucking problem is. This is the wrong system. This doesn't work. Kind of suck, but I think the play is just to gut this thing and we're gonna rebuild it. Yeah, I think that's the move. We're gonna gut this thing and remake it. Because here's the thing. All the stuff that's in it, it has a weather system, a secure radio, an integrated navigation system, and a radar system. Well, the thing is, those are kind of outdated. Well, I mean, the radio's not. Yeah, the radio isn't, but that can probably stay. Because that actually is a good system. I don't use it very often because it doesn't really do a whole lot. Like the secure system, all it does is it changes the frequency. But here's the thing. If you find the antenna for it, you can... Well, you got to figure out which antenna it is. But if you find the antenna for it, you can figure out what frequency it's on. Because it just shows up when you press the page up button. So basically, it doesn't do a damn thing. But if you don't have the antenna in an obvious location and they don't know which antenna is for it, it can still hide it because you can't look at this and know what frequency you're on. Like, you'll set your channel right here, and then you'll change an encryption key with this up here, and then by doing that, it changes the channel to where it is not the channel that's shown right here. But other than that, it does nothing to actually secure your creation. Why did I... Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. We are undoing all of this. No. This is not going to work. We are going to fix this. That's bad. As a matter of fact, it would probably be best to just fucking wipe the whole thing. Okay. I don't want to do that, though. Alright, you know what? We're not dealing with this. We're going to go back over here, and we're going to continue working on the ship. Even if Steam's fucked, we're still going to fix the ship. Or we're going to make it look better. Like, yeah, even if Steam's fucked at the moment, we're still gonna make this look better. So we have fireboxes and boilers, all of which are connected, none of which work. So the thing that we need to add is we need a it's like the thing that we need is a control room. Now, I wanted to put a control room right here. But if we look at how did I set up the electrical room? So we go up here to the bow, right? I make some questionable style decisions as far as colors and things go. I really should rethink how I do this shit. Yeah, I really do make some like questionable style decisions. Stuff's weird. Okay, let's just stick to... Alright, so we're gonna do just like we did with the other thing, or with the fireboxes, and we are going to put these right here. Alright, that's 1 and 3. Alright, so this is a completely unnecessary detail, but we're doing it anyway. Because none of the other stuff works, so we're just gonna do this. Like, there's probably a reason I've never done, like, interior design. Alright. And also why I didn't stay an architecture student. It turns out art's not my thing. I'm not the guy you go to if you want to make something look pretty. I'll make it work, but it's going to be ugly. Okay. I believe the word I learned from playing Space Engineers is you call that greebling. It doesn't serve a purpose. It just looks like more detail. Alright, so we got that saved. Now, let's go back over here to our little engine room, or electrical room, not engine room, and find out what color did we make this crime against humanity. It's light gray. And then, like, the lighter medium, darker medium. Straight up. Alright, it's not important. One thing that I do like doing is I prefer to have consistency. Okay, so I do everything in kind of like a uniform style, so to speak. Now, the thing is, I can't do anything to that. Now, if I could make this go into... if we don't do that at all? What if... What if this is a stupid location for an engine control room anyway? Well, it can't go here. Because this is where you can drop down for cargo. So that doesn't work. So we got 3 there, 3 there. Alright, now. No, it's this color. Okay. As far as like an ergonomic standpoint goes, this is just stupid. No, that's a terrible idea. Alright, so the reason I just deleted that, these are the fireboxes, these are the coal bunkers. To like streamline the process of getting coal from the bunker to the firebox, you need to be able to clearly walk over there. You can't do that if there's a freaking control panel right there. That doesn't work. Yeah, that's just a stupid idea. We're not going to do that. We've got this whole area up here in like the forecastle that we haven't even touched. Because we've got the electrical control room right here, and there's not much in it. We need space to get the coal from the bunkers to the fireboxes, so that's not changing. don't want it to be there. There's not enough space right here. I mean, there kind of is, but the thing is, I just don't like that position. Like, what if we put it into either side right here, and then like make this whole area like a control panel? Like, say we have the left engines controlled right here, and then the right engines controlled over there. That's an option, and it's not that ridiculous. I mean, it's still very ridiculous, but that's beside the point. Honestly, this whole concept's ridiculous, but that's kind of part of the point of the game. You do bizarre things like this just to see if you can. So we need a way to fire up every engine simultaneously. And it would be nice if we had like a centralized control room specifically for the engines, the generators. We need a centralized location that has this information. I mean, what if we just put it like in here? Like, I could put it up on the bridge. That's an option. Like, what are these? Solar panels. Why are solar panels there? No idea. I have no idea what I was doing when I started making this. Like, I started making adjustments and corrections, and things just apparently went off the frickin' rails. But at the moment, I'm trying to find a place to shove my engine control room, and so far I just don't like any of the ideas that I've had. Like, I wanted to put it right here, but this space is just entirely too small. It won't look right. I could take out the windows, and then I could just put them like up against the wall over here, and that wouldn't be that bad. That's probably going to be what I'm going to have to do. Alright, we'll do it that way. Screw it. Alright. Fill this in. Okay, now, the only way you'll be able to see inside of those is from the other three walls. These walls are specifically going to be used to control the engines and view their status. we go right here. Wrong button. It's J. It even tells you right there which button to press. Mostly because I haven't turned that off yet. Alright, so we have 4 fireboxes, 4 boilers, and then we also have a generator, or we have 4 generators, gearboxes, clutch, all of that fun stuff. Okay, let's paint this. Alright, is that correct? Yes, so it would seem. Alright, so we go back over here, go back down here, back into the electrical room, and that is in fact what color I made that. And then that's the dark. Okay. And that's actually black. Okay. So, we now have our consoles. We don't really need to worry about the electrical, like the electricity generators, because, well, they're already monitored from the electrical room. None of this is in good locations to actually work on them. But that's kind of the thing about engineering. Engineers kind of like design systems so that it's easy for them in their design process. But they're not actually the ones that like work on it. So when it comes time to actually fix it, you're sitting there like, dear God, why is that pipe in that position? It's like, I need to get to that pipe with a wrench and I can't fit. Then it becomes a problem. But the engineer doesn't see it as a problem because they're not the one that fixes it. So let's do toggle, push, air, fire. Alright, so at least this way we can light the fireboxes from both sides. It's gotta be very simple. Why is that not? Air intake. Fire boxes. Okay. Okay, we got that in place. Air intake. And firebox. Alright, now the thing is we need temperature readouts. Make sure that these aren't backwards. You actually have to put dials in like this. Otherwise they end up backwards and it's annoying as all hell. Oh wait, no, we need 4. Yeah, okay. fire and coal, pressure and temp, or fire temp, coal, boiler temp, boiler pressure for all 4 boilers. And then I think we need an audible alarm. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's what we're gonna do. There. Okay. Oh, that's this color. That's gonna be 9. So, we have those set up. We don't have them labeled yet, but it's coming. Bugs. Alright. That's dealt with. Okay. So this should be FB2 temp. FB4 temp. It should be 0 to 250. 50. $150. $0 to 15. B2 pressure 9. B2 pressure 8. B4 temp. B4 pressure 0 to 15. So more than likely, this isn't gonna get fixed, or this isn't fixed yet. Alright. FB1 temp 0 to 250. FB1 call 0 to 50. FB3 temp FB3 call 0 to 50. No. Zero to 150. Zero to 15. B3 pressure 9. B3 pressure 8. Zero to 150. Zero doubt the most annoying song on Streamlabs. Okay, they're not actually hooked up to anything, but slam it inside the ship because why not? Alright, gun deck, middle deck. Let's get healed up real quick. I'm just gonna make sure that they're all labeled. Okay. All of it's labeled exactly like it's supposed to be. Except the thing is that even though it's labeled, it's not connected. So we gotta connect it. Alright, let me see if I can change that. That was a fucking nightmare. I don't know who the hell thought that sound was a good idea. But it's whatever. Alright, now we gotta go right here. Okay, temp. Coal. And coal. so now we have all of that actually connected. So we can fire the engines from right here. In theory. In practice, it may not exactly work like that, but we'll figure it out. Alright, now we need a clutch. It's like we need a clutch control, and we need to have, let's see, is there... Alright, we need an we need a tachometer for all 4 shafts. So, we need... Alright, we need a panel light button. Let's go 0 to 20. I doubt we're gonna get 20, but S2 RPS. Those are pretty big. Okay, so we don't actually need that. Fantastic. Why did I do it that way? You know what? I have no idea. Okay. Okay, now, in theory, we can control the entire engine from here. But the problem is the engine doesn't do anything. So we can spawn this in and watch. Nothing will happen. I mean, I can throw myself off of a cliff because reasons, but lighting the engine is going to accomplish nothing. Don't need the gun deck. Okay. See, we lit them all at exactly the same time. But the boilers are cold. So you go down here, and you get hurt being next to the fireboxes. Alright, but if Steam's fucked at the moment, there's nothing I can do. Like, I can't change anything to make the boilers work. At least not as far as I know, I can't. But at least the good news is I have the ship looking a little bit better. So I have accomplished something in this stream. Even if it isn't much, I've accomplished something. Okay, well, we have a map. We have an integrated navigation system. We have a weather station. We have a radio. Yeah, we have a radio. We now have an engine room, or an engine control room. Now we've got room for some more stuff, but there's not a whole lot we're going to be able to do at the moment. Because since the boilers aren't working for me at the moment, there's not a whole lot more I can do. We added some more, like, little minor details, blocks and things to the piping down here. We added in pumps that don't do anything at the moment. Because all it is coolant A and coolant B. It's not in or out. It's just A and B. So it's the same thing with the boiler. That's just A and B as well. But the hope is by adding the pumps in between the firebox and the boiler that it would maybe transfer. But it just doesn't. So we can light the fireboxes, but they don't heat up the boilers. But now we have the control panels all connected. We now have a dedicated control room that sees the status of all of the engines, all of the boilers, and also all of the crankshafts with the pistons. So, in theory, we have everything we need to be able to move the ship. But the ship won't be able to move until the boilers work. But at least the good news is I was able to light the fireboxes, so I've made some progress today, even if it isn't much. And the only things left are the whistles, which, truthfully, let's just do whistle. There. Don't have any steam, and we won't have any steam for a long freaking time, apparently. But I have done something today. Alright. So, since I've about accomplished all that's physically possible at the moment, this is probably as good of a point as any to end the stream. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do too much, but I came into this wanting to fix my Steam ship and figure out why the fireboxes wouldn't light. Well, the fireboxes light now, but the problem is, even though they light, they don't heat up the boilers. In fact, the boilers are getting colder, even though they're next to a heat source. It makes no sense. I have no idea what is going on or why, but that's where we are. So, I got the fireboxes to light, added a couple more decorations that serve no purpose, but decorations nonetheless to make it look a little bit prettier. I built an engine control room, hooked up all of the gauges, all of the switches. You can now control the engines from the main deck. Or from the crew deck. But I've done about all that I can until the steam engines get fixed in the game. But yeah, that's about all I can do for today. I don't know when the next time that I'll stream will be, or what the next thing that I will stream will be, but this has been Stormworks Build and Rescue. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have a nice day.